Hello, my name's Daniel G. Wilson, and this is DGAW Interviews. Today on Interviews, I'll be talking to Tonemirror.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Pretty good. How are
Good,
you?
thanks.
I'm not quite sure how I am today. It's somewhere between a rock and a hard place, I think. Alright, so I'll start this off with my first question for you. Actually, no, before I begin, so how are you guys doing this fine night, this fine Canada's birthday eve? How you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's,
Just came from practice.
And then we did some mixing as well for our EP before. It's been music day today. Pretty much.
Nice. I have to say congratulations, you guys are the first interview I've done this close to Canada Day.
Oh, awesome.
So yes, historic. Now enough for the revelry. Here's my first question for you guys. Jake, this is for you.
Alrighty.
You like Seinfeld.
I sure do.
Particularly every Christmas, you tend to tell people Merry or Happy Festivus? I forget the exact terminology.
Happy Festivus, yeah.
Why?
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Why Festivus of all things?
Oh, Festivus is it's the best holiday because it's non-commercial. You don't really need anything. You just kind of have your family around. Most holidays are positive and get the whole family together and tell them how much you love them. And it's the one opportunity a year you can tell your family how they disappointed you. So yeah, Festivus is great.
There's one thing you have to buy. You have to buy the stripper pole.
Oh, you gotta have the pole. But once you have the pole, you can just stow it away every year and you're good to go.
I tried doing that once. Yeah, it didn't go over well. I got a lot of people dancing on it, and let's just say a lot of people don't look good in like bikinis. That's all I can say. So we're off to a good start now.
Absolutely.
My next question for you guys is this. So, you guys tell me something. What do you know about the bear rabbit?
The bear rabbit?
Was it the bear rabbit? I'm rusty in my mythology. Or a March hare. Or how about the rabbit on the moon? What do you guys know about that guy?
Isn't that like a Chinese mythology thing?
But yes, it is Chinese.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
But that's not what I'm referring to. The reason I mention the moon a lot, and you guys must be excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh, I am actually.
The reason I mention the moon is because you guys have a song called Supermoon.
Yes.
Now, explain this affinity for the moon in this instance, and moon-based imagery.
Actually, really cool story about that one. I wrote it. My girlfriend used to have an apartment where she had like her own private porch, and I wrote it on an acoustic guitar, and it was like a full moon, and like when I wrote the riff and stuff, and everything kind of just stemmed from there, and I just remembered like when I write riffs on my phone, I just kind of write down like a name or a note for the title, and I just called that one Supermoon because I thought it'd be a kind of cool title, and it just stuck. And then, ironically, later on, I got a pedal actually called a Supermoon, so, and it plays on that song, so, yeah.
Fascinating. Very fascinating. I forgot the cow that jumped over the moon. That's what I'm missing. Now, tell me about this. Jake, there are 30 of you in the world.
There's 30 Jake Lehmans in the world?
Apparently.
Whoa.
Actually, speaking of just your name, did you also know that there's an Australian, I think he's a sports guy, I forget the exact thing he plays, I think it's football maybe, whose name Jake Lehman, he was born 1992?
No way.
Yeah.
Well, there can only be one, so Jake Lehman, I'm coming for you.
You heard it here, folks. I bet, I don't know who I'll bet my money on, but that's going to be the match of the century. Now, but yes, in 2009, you had said that you had discovered there are about 30 Jake Lehmans in the world.
Okay, I don't remember doing that, so that's pretty crazy. Yeah. Wow, how did you find that out? That's amazing.
It's my job.
That's awesome.
So how do you feel about being one? You even said yourself that there are 30 of you, but you're unique. Tell me, how does it feel to be a unique one out of a bunch, out of a small select handful of people?
It's as good as it can feel, I think. I'm happy with myself, so I think that's the best thing you can be. If you're unique and you're unhappy, that's not good. But I don't know, I'm pretty proud of myself, so I think that's a good thing.
I'm happy with you, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Actually, this leads into my next question. Speaking of how you feel about yourself, and just any feelings in general, I've noticed a lot in your work that you tend to have from a emotional standpoint, a very kind of a tense manner to a lot of it. Tell me how this, shall we say, high self-esteem contrasts your, shall we say, I wouldn't say melancholic. Melancholic's not the right word, but emotionally dissonant songs.
I think, like, in high school, I had a teacher, and he once said that, like, good art is not positive. Often you don't learn anything from positivity. Like, you learn more from something negative or, like, sad or angry. So I kind of tend to draw more from negative emotions, I suppose, just because I think there's more to be found there. I guess that's probably my reasoning, but yeah. That's really perceptive of you, because a lot of people hear our music and be like, wow, what a happy song. And I'm like, no, not at all. So yeah.
Wow, really? I mean, when I listen to normal, I'm like, wow, that's happy.
No, normal's not the one I'm thinking of, but yeah.
I really have. I guess I listen to a lot of too much aggressive music.
Oh no, there's nothing wrong with that, man.
Now, speaking of music, you guys played a show with an interesting band. Tell me how this relates to that band.
Oh!
Can you please show the people what you're holding in your hand?
Oh, Koopa.
Yep.
Yeah. No, they're really cool guys. I know Chris and Alex are part of the Buds. I don't know if you know the Buds.
Fortunately, no. Not yet, at least.
Oh, man. The Buds are awesome. They're like... I don't even know how to describe them. They're zany.
Zany, fun.
Most fun you can have in Toronto on any given night. But Koopa, they're really cool guys. Like, we got in contact with Chris one time when we were playing a show. We just wanted to get as many like cool bands to play with, and from there, like, he's been a good buddy of ours. Like, we've hung out a couple times, and he's a cool guy. I really love their music too. Like, I actually recently I wrote something for a couple friends of ours. They have like a magazine online, and the top 10 releases of 2016, and their song "Teenagers" on there. So I really think they're cool. Yeah.
Radical. Speaking of interesting bands, you guys have also played with two bands that I have also previously talked to. You guys have played with a band called Simple Danger.
I remember. Yeah, we played with. Was that the Lee's show? I think they were the first band, if I remember correctly. They were really cool. I really liked them. I think they broke up though, didn't they?
Actually, no. Their drummer just left.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes, their drummer just left, and they have been going through a process of writing, of both dealing with school and also writing and honing their craft more.
Okay.
Go figure. One of their members, their bass player, is from Mississauga.
No way.
Yes.
Saga represent.
Upside down W. I'm not doing the hand sign. Another band that has ties to Mississauga you played with was Toucan Slam.
They're pretty cool guys too.
Another duo, might I add.
Yeah.
But with bass, not guitar.
Yeah, we love our duos.
Yeah.
We really do. We were just talking about Royal Blood as well. We love our duos. We are a duo. Everyone always asks us when we're going to add a bass player, but I don't know. I don't think we need a bass player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty steady right now.
Yeah.
Well, with the wall of sound that you guys create, I'm both excited by the thought and yet kind of scared at the thought of you having a bass player to kind of trying to add bass to the mix somehow. But it could be very fascinating.
Yeah, we thought about it. It's an intriguing idea, but same thing. I don't know how it would work, so I worry about it sometimes.
Well, Slater Kinney didn't have a bass player, and well, look at them.
Silicon is awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
And Lightning Bolt doesn't have a guitar player, but yeah, no one can play like them. So
Yeah.
It's gonna make do with what you have sometimes.
all right, gentlemen. So here's my next question for you guys: who is your favorite Golden Girl?
The Arthur, man.
Well, yes. I mean, she's everyone's favorite, but yes, I mean, she was a great person. She was very cool, but I mean, who was her character?
Oh,
For
okay.
younger viewers.
Dude, I used to watch Golden Girls when I was like 6 at my grandma's house. I can't remember anymore. I just remember B. Arthur was pretty funny. But
Yeah.
The older one was funny.
The older one was very funny. Ironically,
She was sassy.
She was the youngest.
Yeah,
one
I know, I
of
heard
all the
that.
actresses. Yeah, but
The older in the show.
yeah,
She was funny.
pretty good show though.
Yes, classic. Mine is Rose Nyland.
Okay,
She was the nicest one out of all of them.
that's B. Arthur. Not B. Arthur.
Blanche?
Betty White.
Oh.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, yeah, Betty White. Fudge, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, you can curse.
Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. Shit.
I don't bleep anything out.
Sweet.
Duty. That's enough talking for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, here's my next question for you guys. So, tell me, Hum.
The band.
Yes.
Awesome. Totally awesome band. Yeah, I recently I got into them through a couple other bands like Failure and Nothing, because people have talked about how the new Nothing record kind of sounds like Hum, and then I've also heard their association with Failure before, and killer band, absolutely killer band, totally underrated too.
They're right. Well, yeah, they kind of were underrated, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I listen to your music, I get certain hum vibes.
That's a compliment. Thank you.
I like you. I like your original. I like your blend of your influence. I like the blend of your influence, your audible influences, but your originality as well with them. It's very fascinating.
We were just talking about that actually today. Like, thank you, because we were just talking about like on the way, like you were saying with the drums and stuff. Like later on, you can kind of realize that that was influenced from that or this, but it kind of just comes from like our own heads and not I want to write this song. You know, like it's kind of nice. Yeah.
You can sort of relate them to influences, like later on, but yeah, as you're writing it, it's
In the moment.
just sort of what it feels, or
Yeah.
in the moment.
Fascinating. Now, Robbie, this next question is for you.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, you are a very interesting drummer, I have to say.
Thank you.
You're in Tonemirror. You are in a very... I'm trying to think of how to describe you guys. A very, shall we say, alternative rooted band in various noise and, say, dream pop descended genres, if you don't mind the labeling, my intense labeling. Now, you also are in a band which is personally I would say is a 180-degree turn. Explain the Bloody Five.
Oh, that was first. Well, not like first band with Jake, like in high school.
First actual band.
First
I'd say.
actual band, I guess. Formed in 2009. Came out with EP, a single, a few music videos, and a full album. And currently on a hiatus, I guess, or yeah.
If you don't know them though, seriously, like Bloody Five's amazing. Like they're actually amazing band. Yeah. No worries.
I'm inclined to agree.
Cool, thank you.
But I must say, like, playing it, but the style, though, as I mentioned before, is in many cases could be viewed as drastically different. I find it very interesting. Explain how, as a drummer, how do you feel about playing different styles as well, and how that kind of adds to your overall sonic addition you bring to whatever band or song or project you're playing at a given moment.
That's actually one of my favorite things, just being able to, like, being able to play different styles or creative freedom, I guess. Whatever feels it fits for that song or that part or that band or whatever. That's one of my favorite things, just dabbling in a bit of everything versus sort of honing in on one style or one sound or one genre. I love sort of pulling and mixing things maybe that typically wouldn't fit there and trying to make them work. If it doesn't work, I scrap it, of course, but yeah, just trying to make...
We've tried like putting like jazz beats in their music before.
Yeah,
like, stuff, yeah.
A lot of the writing, like for songs that we're doing right now and stuff, is sort of jazz influenced, which I don't know where it came from. Like I listen to jazz, but
well, like more in the drums than guitar. Like it's you can, I don't know. You're really diverse, I guess.
I just like everything, I guess.
Very cool. Speaking of jazz, well, you guys know the drummer for or who was the drummer for Smashing Pumpkins during the
There we go.
Yeah.
Siamese Dream and Melancholy era. Jimmy Chamberlain, if I'm right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sometimes draw blanks on names.
No worries.
Jimmy Chamberlain's drumming had both primal ferocity and shall we say, a polished jazz influence. So,
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Primal ferocity, I like that.
so I have to say, hearing that the music you're working on is going to have some jazz influences, I'm drooling at the thought.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, just hearing the stuff that he puts out. Like Smashing Pumpkins are my favorite band of all time, and like he's seriously like my favorite drummer ever. Like I honestly get to work with like the coolest drummer ever because I love the Pumpkins and I hear so much of like Chamberlain and Robbie's playing sometimes. So it's crazy. Yeah.
Well, it comes off of you, so.
I guess so.
Radical. Now, here's my next question for you guys. So, Robbie, you had appeared. This is for both of you, but it's also a side thing for Robbie because he appeared twice. You guys appeared on Toronto Sessions, which Robbie had also appeared on before with the Bloody Five. Explain that Toronto session.
Like just the show or like our.
Well, I think we can all figure out about the show, but primarily for your appearance on the show.
It was fun. They're really great people. Like,
Yeah, it's a good crew.
They're really accommodating too. Like I remember when we first got there, like the first thing was like, "Would you like a bottle of water? Would you like any?" Like they treat you like you're like a celebrity, and we're just like a little band from Toronto. It's really great experience, and I love the fact that they let us on there too. Like it was awesome.
Yeah, it's a cool rock star kind of vibe.
Yeah.
What was in the green room?
Was there a green?
I actually can say.
I don't know, man. No. It was weird actually because they had, I don't know if you watch like a lot of Rogers TV, but they have like a cooking show. And I remember when we walked in, like there was like this little entranceway, and then you walk into this hallway, and then there's like this full cooking show set, and then you have to go like around the corner again, and there's like the Toronto Sessions set. So that was like, I guess, our green room technically, but it was like a full like countertop with like a fridge and an oven and stuff.
Was there food?
No.
They brought pizza after. But...
Yeah, they brought pizza after for the crew, so we all had to eat after.
Darn.
But no, honestly, great experience, and any bands that are interested in it should definitely go for it. It's amazing.
For sure, it's tons of fun.
Yeah.
You hear that, young bands? Go sign up for Toronto Sessions or figure out how to do that. Alright, now here's my next question for you gentlemen. Speaking of bands in general, tell me, now we've talked a little bit about your influences particularly, but just in general, what would you say would be the grander influences from both sound and even style, because I find you guys hard to describe sonically. Yes, I can find certain keywords, certain genres and styles and labels, but it's still kind of hard because from the drumming, the guitars, and then your very obtuse vocal style, I have to say,
Thank you.
Jake. I find it very hard to kind of I find it very hard to kind of just completely classify you guys into certain boundaries. How do you guys describe your sound, for example, and how it would contrast or reflect your influences in general?
Take a seat, man. You're gonna go in for a ride. For those of you that can't see, Daniel's actually getting. This is awesome.
Could have said get a pizza, man. That's
Please continue.
Alrighty. So we grew up playing in a band together in high school, and we were very influenced by a lot of like punk rock and stuff. But then Robbie went off to do like some of the Bloody Five, and I think that was probably a big influence on you as well. But like for me at least, I'd say finding like what shoegaze music is, and then kind of combining that with my love of like punk and like hardcore and like really noisy rock. Like I don't know, I've always just wanted to combine like the Nirvana sound with kind of with the dreamier stuff like Smashing Pumpkins and Slowdive, and then just like a little bit of that kind of indie aesthetic with like Dinosaur Jr. and I don't know, just like a whole mishmash of things. But I think it's just kind of stemmed from experience and just musical taste over the years. But I don't know, like where like your influences are all.
In terms of the Bloody Five, I guess as well. Like we were all we were 70s, 80s, and 90s, so three eras apart, I guess. And just so in terms of influences, got a bit of all that, and bringing that to here. I kind of like to think of it as if it's like a wall of sound. It's a wall of different many sounds.
Yeah.
Like we're pulling influences from still sort of the punk stuff, heavier stuff, softer stuff.
Even our wall of sound, like depending on the song and stuff as well, like it's different energies like from different genres, and like we just take from our influences, I guess. And some songs, like there's a wall of sound and it's very like atmospheric and kind of more of that shoegazy, and then sometimes there's that wall of sound and it's just like pure noise and just like death, you know. I don't know, but yeah, like it's
The sound could be like interpreted either by us or by the listener or viewer. It can be up to their sort of either interpretation or how they not perceive it, but like how they take it in, kind of.
Yeah.
Sound is sort of universal in what somebody somebody gets from it, or what we're trying to put out. The fact that it's a wall of sound in the end is just, it can be.
It's just, I guess it comes down to us and just the way we play, I suppose. But yeah, that's probably our best answer.
Well said.
Thank you.
Cool.
But seriously though, normal.
Yeah.
Explain normal to me.
That's
not.
that song.
It's fun.
Number one is very, very fun. It's very therapeutic. It's honestly, that song it's a ride. Like, it came, like when we were writing, we were just kind of, it was very early on. Like, we were only a band for maybe a month when we wrote that song, and it just kind of came out of a jam session. And I was in like a very, I don't know, I was having a bad day that day or something, I don't know. And I guess it was a very aggressive song to come out from it, but yeah. And then that song, it's therapeutic in the way that like it's always the last song that we play like in any set we do, and it doesn't matter how the show went. Yeah, no matter which way the show went, like that's at the end of the show I just feel like it was the best show ever, just playing that song at the end, you know? Like it's energy. It's just
Any
pure
leftover energy is gotten rid of
Oh,
through
yeah.
that song.
Yeah, I feel zonked after playing that song, honestly.
Anything you have pent up or.
Yeah, no, it's a great song.
Fascinating. Fascinating. All right. Now, also, you have a very interesting choice of guitar, I have to say, Jake.
Thank you.
It is a very odd shape. Odd shape.
Is it the black one?
Black one with P90s in the P90s in the style, P90s and kind of like a reverse irregular Telecaster shape.
Yeah, it's my girlfriend actually got me that. Thank you, Lisa. Love you. She got me that for Christmas one year because it's a Mosrite copy. I don't know, like if you know what Mosrites are, but they were played by like the Ventures.
Johnny Ramone.
Yeah. So it's like a copy of the Mosrite style. I've always liked them because Kurt Cobain played a Mosrite copy later on, and yeah, like she knew that I liked it and was able to get one for Christmas for me one year, and it's like been my favorite guitar ever since. So yeah, I love that guitar.
Well, it is a beauty.
Thank you.
Ah, yes. Now, here's my next question. Somber. Somber.
Like the emotion?
Why are you guys are so happy, Jovial? We've mentioned this before. I just really curious why so somber with everything? Why such somber emotions?
I don't know. Like it's like I said, it kind of stems from earlier. Like negative emotions are just kind of they're more interesting to me. I think like being happy all the time isn't. I don't know. Like if I could listen to a band that's happy all the time, I'd be bored. Like it's more interesting, I think, to be kind of exploring all the ranges of emotion. Like I know sometimes like we'll have a song that might be on the happier end. Like I know we've probably written some stuff that could definitely be considered more happy, but I don't know. I just think it's more interesting myself. Like
people can relate to it too. Like
yeah,
everybody can be happy, but if someone can relate to a certain lyric or something of how they're feeling more somber, like along the lines of somber, it can be more relatable and therefore kind of more like have more of an impact, I guess. Or
and actually, yeah. Now that I think of it, like not all of our songs are somber. Like Super Moon actually is like I wrote it for my girlfriend, and it's just more about how I just love like the way like we hang out and everything. Like it's a very happy song.
I kind of gather it as like a love song almost.
Yeah, it is. Like it's yeah. So I wouldn't say everything's somber, but even then, like I think like a love song can be interesting, right? Like you know, everyone can fall in love. I don't know. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, it's a whole range of emotions, I guess.
Radical. Cerebral arts.
Oh yeah, we worked with Mike in the past. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He also has Mississauga ties. He lives here.
Yes, I know that. Yeah, he actually came out to our show the last time all the way from Mississauga. So yeah, thanks Mike for that one. We appreciate it. But yeah, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he is. Has a really good beard too.
Yeah.
So do you.
Thank you.
It's a wicked beard.
I gotta shave it soon actually. It's getting too hot this summer.
Hey, you don't need to shave your beard unless someone with a bike mistakes you for a wizard.
And I gotta run.
You can steal all the bikes you want now.
Sweet.
Now, so gentlemen, I have to ask you this next question. Well, actually, no. The beard is fitting because you guys do bring some sonic wizardry. But moving on. Now, recording your first EP.
That was awesome. Honestly, what a great experience. We worked with Tristan and Yanni at Cicatrix Music. They're like young producers, and we pretty much did it over the course of a weekend. And except for Supermoon took like a full day to record. That song literally took a full day to record, and then the rest of the songs we were able to knock out in a weekend. But yeah, they were really great. It was a really fun time too. Like, it was a great weekend.
It was, yeah. Tons of fun, really productive. And it was, I guess, work kind of, but just it was just fun. Like,
Yeah, even like afterwards too. Like I crashed at Robbie's place, and like we just spent the night listening to records and stuff, and drinking beers, and yeah, like it's just like what a great time. Like I'll always look back on that EP as like one of the best times of my life. So I'm excited. It's probably gonna come out sometime like late October or so, I suppose.
soon.
I have to wait that long. I'm sad now.
I'm sad too.
We'll probably have another single later in the summer, potentially. We'll see. So,
I look forward to it.
thank you.
My birthday is. Okay, so, gentlemen, here's my next question. What's the weirdest show you've played?
Oh, the Silver Dollar Room.
Yeah.
That was a weird show. We invited
Oh, yeah.
everyone to that show, and through a series of events, no one could make it, and the only people that were there were our girlfriends. And afterwards, we kind of we were so friggin' like upset, and we didn't know how to think about it, and it was such a weird night. Honestly, what a weird night. Yeah, but like since then, like we've played shows and like people show up. Like it's like you can't blame people for not showing up, but like, and then we got into an argument with the promoter too about the fact that no one showed up and he blamed us for it, but we invited everyone, so you can't really do anything if no one comes, right? So.
Have you ever been to a show where they were a dancing pigs dressed in suits?
Like people dressed in pig suits?
No, I mean dancing pigs dressed in suits, a la Animal Farm by George Orwell.
I wish.
No, not that I can recall.
There was this one time in Mexico. No, I'm kidding.
Well, if there ever is a one time in Mexico, I'll be sure to get the scoop.
Absolutely. We will tell you. You will have the YouTube video first. Right? The exclusive rights.
I'll hold you to that. Now, what can we expect from Tonemirror? Actually, before I ask that, I'm actually curious. Your name.
Oh, okay. So, me and my girlfriend went to the AGO one time, and there was like this modern art exhibit, and there was a thing called Tonemirror, and for the life of me, I can't find it on Google or anything like that, but it was just like, I don't know if it was an exhibit or one of the paintings, and it was called Tonemirror, and I just thought that was the coolest like name. I just wrote it down one time, and then when we were trying to name the band, like we just brought it up, and both of us just thought it was pretty cool. So yeah, we just went with that. So thanks AGO and nameless artist that I can't remember.
Wow. Well, that answers my question.
Sweet.
What can we expect from you, gentlemen? What can we expect from Tonemirror later on? What can we expect from you, gentlemen?
Tons.
Absolutely tons. We recorded the EP, but we have like at least 5 or 6 songs that like haven't been recorded, and we were just talking today about we're gonna be writing like a whole lot more in the next couple months. So
New materials, new shows, maybe merch,
Yeah.
CDs.
yeah, there's lots coming in the next few months are gonna be really busy. So yeah, we're excited.
What can we expect from I asked this. Now, do you have any final words for the people? Do you have any final words for the fans of Tonemirror sitting at home watching this?
Thank you for coming out and supporting us and listening to our music. It honestly means the world to us. And,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and keep on rocking in the free world.
Don't finish that. Well, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.